This is the weather update for Monday, the 9th of October. I'm James Spann. Another very refreshing fall day today for the state, but we need rain. We'll have a chance of rain Wednesday, mainly for the southern half of the state, and then a chance of showers statewide Friday and Friday night with a cold front, but unfortunately, it looks like rain amounts with that front will not be especially meaningful. But let's talk about things. There's the upper air look, and you can see this large vortex over eastern Canada. And that is providing some very cool air, the coolest of the season for the eastern half of the country. And obviously in a dry air mass, we have nothing on radar early this morning. And again today, we've got some spots in the 30s to start the day. Aniana, 35. Gadsden, 38. Mostly 40s elsewhere. Highs will be in the 70s in most spots this afternoon. There's the watch warning map, a very calm morning across the United States, and obviously with a stable air mass in place. We don't expect any severe storms today, no severe storms tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we have a marginal risk of severe storms around Omaha, Nebraska, and maybe some thunder for the immediate Gulf Coast with a feature moving through there, but again, no severe weather expected. But yes, a chance of rain for parts of Alabama on Wednesday. This is the rain for the next 7 days, valid through Monday morning of next week. And you can see there's a big range across the state. South Alabama, places like Mobile, Atmore, Andalusia, Dothan, between 3 and 4 inches. The Florida Panhandle may be receiving 5 inches of rain. And again, this is a feature packed with moisture Wednesday and Wednesday night. But notice the amounts are much, much lighter for the northern counties of the state. Huntsville, the Shoals, under 1/2 inch. Between 1/2 and 1 inch for Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gadsden. And again, we'll take a look at the modeling on this, but we do need rain. This is the latest drought monitor. This was released last Thursday. This product is out once a week, every Thursday morning, and you can see we have obviously an extreme drought for parts of southwest Alabama. This would include Mobile. We have a moderate drought for much of west, north, and south Alabama. And then for the eastern counties of the state, they're in better shape. Places like Heflin, Ashland, and Woodland, Wadowee, with no drought conditions there. But with the lack of rain, those conditions will increase over the next couple of weeks, most likely. But again, we do expect that good rain for the southern counties of the state on Wednesday. So in the tropics in the Atlantic Basin, a couple of features. A little surface low is formed in the Bay of Campeche, the southwestern Gulf, and a wave is out in the eastern Atlantic. Those are the two features to watch. That's the 7-day outlook. The Hurricane Center giving that eastern Atlantic feature an 80% chance of developing. That is Invest 92L, but there's no concern here. This is going to turn north. No threat to the Lesser Antilles, no threat to the United States. In that Gulf of Mexico feature, with only a very low percent chance of anything forming there, 10%, is that merges with a surface front in the Gulf of Mexico. But this is Lydia. This will likely be a hurricane by tonight in the eastern Pacific, coming up on the coast of Mexico Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday evening. This will dissipate inland over Mexico, but some of the moisture from that feature will be transported into the Gulf, and that's one reason we're expecting that good rain for South Alabama on Wednesday. So let's go through modeling. Model fans, this is the GFS. This is the 06E run, valid today at 4. Again, the big vortex over the eastern United States, and a beautiful day today. Sunny with highs mostly in the 70s. So this is tomorrow. We're still dry. Sunny with highs in the upper 70s and low 80s. And then Wednesday, here comes the rain event for the southern half of the state. I would suggest the most widespread rain will be south of US 80, where the rain could be heavy. To the north, we might see some light rain as far north as Interstate 20 and 59, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, but probably not much. This is going to be mainly a South Alabama rain event, Wednesday and Wednesday night. And again, this should be a good soaker, which is exactly what's needed there. And then Thursday, that feature is gone. We should be dry. And then Friday, a surface front approaches with a surface low west of Chicago. And again, we could see a few showers. This, again, what you're looking at here, this is Friday afternoon. This is Friday night, just after midnight, showing the front coming through with a chance of showers. But again, moisture limited, Rain amounts will be light and spotty, much like the deal we had last Friday. But a chance of showers, highs in the 70s. And then Saturday, we're forecasting a clearing sky as the front moves on to the south and east. And we do note there is a partial solar eclipse in Alabama visible Saturday, and a reasonable chance the sky will be clear by then. That eclipse will be peaking shortly after noon. We'll talk about that in just a second. Sunday, cool and dry, lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s, and this is a week from today, Monday the 16th. Again, a northwest flow aloft, and we have a cool, dry air mass in place. Let's go out 10 days, Wednesday of next week, October the 18th. Again, we have troughing over the eastern states, and again, we're dry. Rain, this is for Birmingham. Now, if you're to the south, you'll see much more than this, but the mean is under 1 inch between now and the 25th of October. And again, this is typically the driest month of the year, so having dry weather is not unusual. Rain for Birmingham coming off the NBM, the National Blend of Models. The warmest day tomorrow. We peak at 80. Highs drop in the 70s for the rest of the week and Saturday, then highs in the 60s for Sunday and much of next week, with lows back in the 40s for next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for October 16th through the 22nd. Look at all the blue. Temperatures here below average. So concerning the eclipse on Saturday, this is for Birmingham, and the times are approximate, and this will be pretty much the same for the Deep South. And this is a partial eclipse here, not a total eclipse. The eclipse begins at 10:38. The peak is shortly after noon at 12:08. And where we are in Alabama, a little over half the sun will be obscured by the moon, and it ends at 1:43. And, of course, we do note this will be happening during about the second quarter of the Alabama-Arkansas game in Tuscaloosa. And, of course, a reminder, you can't look at this thing with the naked eye, and you can't use sunglasses. You have to have the eclipse glasses. And this is what it will look like. That's the coverage of the moon there. And again, a little over half the sun will be obscured. And really and truly, in a situation like this, most people would not even notice this. The sky will not be turning dark. It will not be dramatic. The actual path of the annular eclipse, where it will be dark, is places like San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Albuquerque, and then parts of the western states. That's the map of what it looks like across the country on Saturday. But again, and if you buy eclipse glasses, be really careful. A lot of what's online, no, it's not good. Go to in fact, I'll put a link up on the socials, but there's a good site from the AAS that shows reputable dealers, and they're not expensive, and they're probably hard to find, but there's a lot of scammers out there, so just be careful when you're buying those eclipse glasses. So the Gulf Coast over the weekend, a lot of folks are down there for fall break. Oh, goodness. Just flat as a pancake, water clear, gorgeous. And again, you're going to see a soaker down there in terms of weather on the Gulf Coast on Wednesday. But that's basically the one day this week with a lot of rain. And man, oh man, those fall colors are looking good. That's West Virginia yesterday. And for Alabama, the peak about a month away. We're starting to see some little splashes of color. And let's see. Going back to the beach. This is about the only problem people are having at the Gulf Coast. These jellyfish, these pink meanies and other ones, they're pretty big and they're out there. And again, we got a lot of wildfires burning in the state. A lot of photographs yesterday, and we stressed that there is a current, basically a ban on outdoor burning. You can't get a permit right now from the Alabama Forestry Commission, so just don't do any outdoor burning until they lift that. And that will be in effect until further notice. All right, so let's go through the schedule this week. Today, I know that I will be in Winston County at Haleyville. See the senior adults there at First Baptist Church for a lunch gathering today. Tomorrow, I got a safety program for Alabama Power Company down in Dadeville in Tallapoosa County. Wednesday, going to Lynn, home of the Bears. See the kids up at Lynn School up in northwest Alabama. Thursday, Coosa Christian School in Gadsden. And then Friday, Maplesville Elementary School down in Chilton County, home of the Red Devils. And there's no book signing Saturday. There's an early start to the Alabama game. Again, that's an 11 o'clock kickoff for Alabama, Arkansas. And again, we'll have to warn folks there, don't look up at the eclipse. That's not a good thing to do. It's a very odd thing. Coach Saban told me Thursday when I was on his radio show, he's never had that before in all of his career, a game where there's an eclipse during the game. And again, this is a partial eclipse for Alabama, but looks like the sky will be clearing and the weather should be pretty good. Don't forget the weekly show for weather dweebs and nerds and dorks. Weather Brains is tonight at 7 o'clock Central. You can watch it on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/weatherbrains. The audio podcast out early tomorrow morning. And of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and God bless.